SketchFab is an online portfolio website for our 3D models. It allows us to upload our three-dimensional scenes to the service and then interact with them in this wonderful web-based player. As you can see here, I'm on the front page of SketchFab.com, and this shoe model here is such a great illustration of the power of SketchFab and its embedded 3D player in a web browser itself. Check it out. This is more than just a simple illustration or an animation of a tennis shoe inside the viewer itself. It's actually a true 3D model that I can interact with right here in the web browser. In addition to providing this wonderful player, it also is this marketplace and a portfolio and just a wonderful community of 3D models, 3D modelers, and animators across the entire web, and it's fantastic. We're going to be using SketchFab as a distribution platform for our three-dimensional scenes. As you'll see once you start exploring the features of SketchFab, you're going to find that it is just this wonderful, wonderful portfolio site for 3D models in animations. Like, look at this car here, for example. I've never seen this before, and this is pretty amazing already. Once the model loads in the player, we can take a look at it. This is a great way to showcase your 3D models, because now it's more than just a simple 2D image. It's now the true actual 3D model with a simple animation clip that we can explore from any number of angles. We can get as close to the inside or the outside as we want. It's just really fantastic. Now, for us in the educational world, we get a free user account, which is pretty neat. So if you want to check out the differences between all the pricing tiers, check it out. It's pretty neat. If you go into the For Business section and then under pricing, you get a really great idea of what you get with the free account. This is absolutely for free. Okay, you don't have to pay the Pro version. We're going to come back to this Pro version here in a minute. But for the free account, the basic account, you get 10 uploads a month. Now, the maximum file size is 100 megabytes. And now, the FBX files that we're producing out of Blender are probably going to be relatively small. You really have to be concerned about the maximum file size when you're working with geometric scenes that are into the millions of polygons. So keep that in mind. This is going to have a factor in what you can publish to SketchFab. In addition, the size of our textures are bundled into this upload file. You should be okay for this types of stuff that we're using and the quality that we're building at, but just keep this in mind. The total package for everything that we're going to be uploading to the site is 100 megabytes under the basic plan. These annotations are also pretty neat because we can start to tag certain areas of our model that we want to draw attention to. Excellent for a portfolio piece or to communicate to a larger audience details of your mesh that you think are important. Now, when you get to the Pro and Premium and Enterprise categories, you get more features. You get to customize the background. You get to define which areas of the scene you want your cameras to go in. So there's some benefits of paying, but the free version is just as good, in my opinion, as the Pro version. Now, if you want to have the Pro version, we get access to a discounted version of the Pro version in the educational world. And let me show you how to get there. To find the link to the educational discount of the Pro account, you got to go all the way down to the bottom. And it is under, here it is, Community Education. This is going to take you to a special page where you'll be able to get 45% off the Pro version with your academic email address, which is pretty neat. You have to be qualified for it, so you want to put your school email address in here, your SEC email address, and it will check the eligibility. And then you can start the process of applying for a Pro account. You're going to have to pay for it. It's $100 a year, but certainly not required for this class. The basic free version of SketchFab is just fine for what it is that we're going to be doing inside of SketchFab. It's a wonderful service that I just really enjoy. Many of the illustrations, the models that I've used in all of my learning materials are embedded in SketchFab players. It's something that I use all the time, and I think you're really going to enjoy publishing your work to this online community of 3D modelers and animators.